the striking back and forth.
El floreteo.
Right, el floreteo. It reminds me in my mind. I envision a woman in a white dress swinging her dress back and forth.
The music and the dance were together.
Exactly, almost un zapateo como los gitanos de.
Yeah.
Really.
Our jíbaros have the zapateado.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
of course they didn't have zapatos. They did it barefoot.
They did it barefoot
in the tablas of the bohío.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's very interesting.
That's part of the chronicles in El Jíbaro de Manuel Alonso, 1848.
Very interesting. Now, we are going to go this afternoon. Tell me about where we're going to go.
Okay, this afternoon we are going to Caguas. There's a Creole ensemble or criollo, conjunto criolla, that's what it means. If you can put it on the American way, it's like a hillbilly and music. Yeah, it's our hillbilly music.
Exactly, it really is.
Without the moonshine, we have the pitorro.
Yeah,
no
we
problem.
have moonshine too.
Yeah, called pitorro. And you're gonna hear most traditional ways of the instrument, because especially today we are going to start working on the Christmas repertoire.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
And we are enhancing the trullas or Promesas de Reyes, which is, you already know very, very well.
But
we are using mostly the San Germán, Moca, Mayagüez, different
let me
cants.
Let me just interject
Chants.
one thing, so they understand. When you go back to Promesas, it's we're gonna be reviewing that too. But just to give a little example, it's somebody who.
Okay, the Promesa is a very old tradition. It came from the Catholic Church, of course, and it's a way of, well, it's only in Puerto Rico where the three kings are called santos.
Yes.
Los tres santos reyes, the holy three kings. So they have the Puerto Rican have given them like a divine intervention. So you can ask to the three kings or los tres reyes to my son come back alive from the war, or get well, or my daughter or my father, whatever you ask. And if it's granted, you have to pay the promesa. You have to pay. How are you going to pay? There's different ways, there's different style.
The most typical ones.
Okay, the most typical ones is the aguinaldos. Is the phrases that they are using to sing along with the people or along the trovador or versador. That's the correct name, versador. Name which is verse from verse, he improvised like little stanzas, like cuartetas. That's a real name, and all of them have to be in order to the Bible. Jesus, Three Kings, the Holy Mary, you name
Sacred
it.
Heart.
Yeah. The thematics of the lyrics have to be religious, and you can play in a promesa 20 aguinaldos, 40, 50, 100. That depends what you were offering.
But now in today's society, the ones who have it, who do it, in that sense, it's a religious, it's a religious, I'm thinking of not event, but it's a religious way of them paying a thank you, and a lot of them make wishes there too. But today, it is a custom that's getting smaller and smaller. It's smaller and smaller, practice in just certain parts of the island. And what I find that is nice is when the people get together, there is an aura in the air, you know? Everybody feels, you know, lifted up, you know, it's really very beautiful. And the people are encouraged to do the chorus. You know, what is it? The last two lines, something like that.
That's depend on the style of what you're singing.
Yeah.
In different part of Puerto Rico and in the same barrio and in the same promesa, you can sing different kind of aguinaldos. You can repeat the last two lines, or you can repeat the whole thing. You can repeat the whole thing backwards. There's, you know, but the main thing about that is that you participate in order to worship the Tres Santos Reyes Magos.
Right.
So promesa can be combined with the rosary, which is done in the Haguapasto,
yeah.
in the Irizarry promesa.
Right.
And this promesa, like you know, it's about more than 100 years old.
Right.
And you can have promesa from 50 to 10, you know, new promesas that have been done, and it's mostly done in the west part of Puerto Rico. If you draw a line from Arecibo to Ponce to the west, mostly in that part.
Right, and it's people who have faith.
Yes.
The people who do this are people who are Christian and who believe that doing this extra little thing.
Mostly Catholic.
Yes,
because
mostly Catholic.
you know, the new person about the Protestant churches, the Baptists, and they don't believe in that. Exactly. And that's why part of the tradition have been, you know, decreasing, because people think this is a work of the devil, and you know, so and so. I don't think so, because you have to respect the traditions. Exactly. Traditions are traditions, and that's part of what they are. One of the things or factors or reasons that they are decreasing. You know, the entering of the other churches.
Now, before we leave for this afternoon,
yeah.
I'd like you to play a little bit more of the modern one.
Yeah.
And before you start, just tell me how long you've been playing. You haven't done any of the history, because I think it's more important to know about the music, to know about the instrument, but you the person. Orlando Laureano.
Well, I started with the guitar. Where first of all, I start with percussion before the strings, and then I took guitar with one Raquel. I don't remember the last name, but then I took classes with Tito Davila, Santos Davila, who was my grandfather. Not grandfather, godfather, my sister's godfather. So after I was working, when he proposed to me that I have to go with another teacher, so I started with Leonardo.
So you could advance. He saw your talent.
Yeah.
He saw your talent.
Yeah. Well, so I went with Leonardo Rivera, who was the teacher in the Conservatorio of Music, private. So I took private classes. After that, so I was evolving. I was in the Coro de Bayamón and Coro de la Iglesia Luterana. I'm Lutheran. And I've been in the choir tradition since I was in my mother's womb. So I know this by heart. And I went to Mayagüez to study biology. I graduated, and after that I went to study in the Conservatorio of Music, the specialty of the guitar, classical guitar. So I've been in the music stuff so very long. But in the cuatro, I can say mostly in the 80s, I took it very seriously as studying it, and I was acquainted with Modesto Nieves, which is my mentor, and I said in Spanish, before Modesto, I was a cuatro player.
Mm.
After Modesto, I am a cuatrista.
Ah.
That's
He
how I can.
fine-tuned you.
Yes, he did. He did. And even that I have a bachelor's in guitar at that time. I was graduated, but you know, I have to respect the thing he did
The
at this time.
masters.
Yes, yeah, mastership. And after that, well, you know, I've been adding some instrument. In the 2000, I had the tiple and the traditional tiple.
You're considered a master of the tipe.
Well, that's what they say. Yeah. And it has been a great pleasure for me living like this in the music because I can live, I hope a day can have 48 hours so I can do more music. But, you know, I enjoy it very much.
Well, play something for us, and then this afternoon we'll be going into Caguas.
I'm going to play an introduction of 1963 arrangement from Nieves Quintero in a record of Chubito el de Bayamón.
Hmm. Thank you very much. We'll see you later.
Okay.